Okay, welcome everyone, and thanks for joining me for another Master Lock style Tai Chi and Qigong class. Let's get started. If you want to make sure that you're comfortable, we'll take right hand in fist, left hand straight, pull back that thumb, bring the feet together, bring the hands together, and we salute. Lovely. So we're going to begin with our 7 stars in rotations Qigong. We're going to use it as our warm-up. And interesting lady yesterday asked me about Wuji, because we were doing Chen style. And in Chen style, you do Wuji with your feet together. And she said, can you do Wuji with your feet apart? And the answer is yes. Yes, you can. The idea with Wuji is it's called universal oneness or emptiness. So actually with your feet together, that gives you more a feeling of unity. If you want to do the Taoist style, as Master Locke teaches, you would have your heels together, if you can see that, and your toes a little bit apart. And that's a good Wuji posture. So you get that feeling of oneness. So if we do that now together, please bring your heels together, toes a little bit apart. Check posture lengthening up through the top of the head and the chin slightly down and back. So listen to your body in this posture. You'll feel one. You feel like one long line. So allow yourself to breathe, calm and relax. Calming down. And listening behind. Good. So you could spend half an hour in this posture, especially if you're out in nature. You can just hear the birds singing and feel the movement of the air around you and really just let go into the practice. But for now, we're going to open our stance and fix the feet so they're parallel. So if you find that difficult, you can still do it like, you can do it like this. So you can have your feet shoulder width and level, parallel this time, and still standing. So if you want to know the difference between Wuji and your Taiji posture, Wuji is very upright. So Master Locke describes it as standing like a human. So when you're in Wuji, you're erect, you're upright, your legs can even be locked if you like. They can be fully straight. And so you can relax in that position and let go. But then when we want to introduce Taiji, we want to go from the pelvic cavity as a V, with the spine hanging down between, as we did with our feet together. The hips, that area at the back is in a V shape with the spine going down through the center. In the open stance, as soon as we release through the belly, the hips and the knees, we create more of a U shape. We create more roundness in the back. And that allows the spine more space to hang down and to release. And it allows the nerve endings and the meridians more space to flow, for the energy to flow. So that's the difference. Once we release belly, hips, and knees, we have a rounded back to our hips, then we're in Taiji. And if you're listening to this and you're a Tai Chi scholar, you might be going, no, that's not right. You need a yin and yang, some aspect yin and yang. So, okay, yeah, technically we have to start creating yin and yang, but the structure of the stance As soon as we release, that's your Tai Chi stance, that we're no longer upright and locked, we're round and full and ready to begin. So let's find all 10 fingers, lengthen them down, feeling the top of the head, feel it floating up, and feel that beautiful, it feels like electricity almost, that zing of energy. Where is the energy? Well, where do you feel it? If you've got the top of the head floating up and the fingers gently extending down, everything between that triangle wakes up. The energy is more alive, more vital. So now we do our open door 5, movement 1 of the 7 stars. Here we go. We scoop, feel for the tailbone, gently lift, and guide our hands into center. Feel through to the back, gently lift, and relax down over the front. Feel the tip of the tailbone and zip up the back, over the shoulders, along the arms to fingertips. Release, relax, back up the arms and down into the waist. Feel for the kidneys. Scoop the hands as if around the kidneys and underneath, and take a deep breath. Gather as much energy as you can, breathing out, release, relax, back down to waist, kidney height. Scoop and lift. Turn, press forwards and up, and describe the inside of the bowl. As we return to waist height, massage for the kidneys, and breathe. And pressing down and away. Sorry, my phone. And down. And again, press down and away. And find the level of your waist. Feel for the sensation underneath your hands. You want to feel a thickness. Let's just pump the air a little bit and feel relaxing shoulders, elbows, and hands. Feel for the point where the energy feels strongest. Good, and relax into that position. Good, movement 2. So now we are rolling forwards and back, filling the back and release. Breathe. Remember this feeling, if I show you from the side, of expanding both forwards and back evenly. Of course, the spine limits the amount of actual physical movement that you're going to make backwards, but we want to feel an equal fullness. Good. Can you keep doing that, please? I just want to check that wasn't a student trying desperately to get in and struggling. Somebody yesterday was in that way. No, we're okay. Good. So now we take that movement and keeping the hips steady, don't let the hips turn, but turn inside the hips, turning the waist. We turn to the corner, expand and roll around and come in. Now, you weren't all in the room at the time when I was saying this, but over the summer, I was taking loads of time just to recuperate after recent illness. And I was really taking it very gently with the Tai Chi. I was not blasting because there are, for everything, there's a season. And when you're not well, just doing a little bit is all that's necessary and all that's wise. So I was doing some Tai Chi, and this is what I was doing. I was doing 7 stars. I think even psychologically, it seemed to be just kind of like rudimentary Tai Chi, which is what my entire system wanted. I didn't want to be doing fancy things. I didn't want to be showing off or working on anything overly complex. I just wanted to look after my body. And so this is what I was drawn to, and this is what I did. Let's change direction. And I must say it really helped. I felt calmer, which is important when you're not well. You can get stressed. I felt stronger. I felt my body was functioning better. I felt like I had done something, and that's a big thing. Psychologically, it's important to go, well, I've done something today. So it was very useful. So horses for courses, decide what you need from your practice on the day, rather than just blasting away with the same thing every day, no matter what, though that can be useful to get into a regime. It is very good to think, what do I need? And then cherry pick from your syllabus. Good. So let's bring the hands in front, turn palms, draw in, float up and expand, and level with the chest. Feel the energy swirling, jumping across the fingers. I'm not sure if it's clear from this sort of two-dimensional image of me, but we are making a circle rather than a long, not sort of reaching out endlessly, but keeping it very bowl-shaped and then squashing the bowl and then puffing out again just to bowl shape. And that way the energy has the easiest route. Just think of water. Sorry, just think of water. Water flows, it takes the easiest route. Well, so does energy. Unless you're directing it very carefully, it will just go the easiest way. And so there's nothing easier than to roll around a circle. Whereas if you're trying to get energy to roll around a sausage shape by extending your arms way forwards, it makes it harder. So keep it round. Good, we're going to change direction. And you can do as many of these as you like. This is your general swirling of energy practice. Movement 2, Tai Chi duality. So the lower level influences from the waist down all the way to the feet. And the upper level we're doing now is from the waist up all the way to the top of the head and the tips of your fingers. So within 2 movements, the whole body is influenced. Very good. I really like that. It's general. It's not specific structures we're working on. We're just giving everything a bit of a boost. Let's come back to center. Movement 3, we take a deep breath and gather forwards and in, draw into the forehead. Think of that ball of chi resting on your forehead. Then point to your eyebrow corners, pointing down your face and neck. Turn your fingers to point directly into your body and open. So we are directing the energy down the body. Turn, point around the feet. We come up the back of the legs, around the waist, and overlap the hands completely to center. Checking posture, feel the top of the head floating up, the chin slightly down and back. Relax and breathe down into your center. So there is built-in rest in this position, in this practice. Especially this exercise, it is tiring because it is your lymphatic drainage workout. So if you're thinking, gosh, I feel really tired after that, yeah, you will do, I do. But in this moment of calm, breathing into center, you'll find that very quickly that tiredness flows away. Now I'm going to do this movement again from the side so that you can see how we're not actually touching the body at any stage. Ready? We take a nice wide gathering motion, breathe in, draw in towards the forehead, point to the eyebrow corners, down the face and neck, turn the palms so the fingers point in towards your body and open at the breastbone. And we point down, turn the palms and point around the feet. It doesn't matter how deep you squat, but it does matter that you're pointing around your feet. Point around your waist and relax to center. checking posture, and relaxing down into your belly. Again, just give yourself a break. Allow everything to release. Let your breath flow. Good. And I'm going to do it one more time, this time facing in the same direction as you. Ready? We take a deep breath, gather. Draw into the forehead, point to the eyebrow corners, down the face and neck, and open at the collarbone. Down the body, turn the palms, point around your feet and up the back. Don't touch your legs, just skim close and around the waist, cover center. Good, releasing and relaxing into your belly, and notice again, how do you feel? Good, so let's breathe and relax. Good, now we release, and we're doing this really lovely little stomach spleen move. You'll recognize this if you've done the Phoenix. It's the first movement of the Phoenix, and there's a good reason for this. Recently, I heard a Taoist, traditional Chinese medicine practitioner saying that 90%, like just clock that, 90% of illness, of all illness in Chinese traditional medicine is considered to originate in problems with the stomach-spleen balance. So regardless of what is going on in your system, if there is pathology, pretty much almost all of it, according to Chinese medicine, stems from some issue with stomach and spleen, especially the spleen, but they're two organs that work in tandem, they work together. And you could think of it in terms of nutrition, that's part of it, that we are what we eat. So if you're eating rubbish or you're eating the wrong foods for your body and for the season, then that's going to impact on your system. But it's more than that. The spleen, especially in the West, is prone to damp energy. So just think how often it rains, how often it is humid or sticky. And the behaviors that we have in the West don't help either. So cold water, drinking cold water and eating cold food, not good for our bodies. If you think of a cold glass of water, you can see the condensation on the glass. Something similar happens within our bodies. So when we take in cold food and water or cold drinks, our body has to really use a lot of energy to heat it up because we want to keep homeostasis. We want to keep our bodies happy and at a temperature. So it's wasting a lot of energy to basically cook the food and the water to bring it back up to body temperature. And it creates a kind of condensation that they call damp. So when damp gets into the system, it's very difficult to get it out again. But anyway, this exercise is for stomach and spleen, and this will help address all that ails you. So this exercise, I can't stress enough, just do it every day. Just for a couple of minutes, 60 seconds. It will actually help to cleanse your whole system and hopefully reduce that damp if there hasn't been any damp that's got into you. I would also say, if you're wet from a shower or exercise, dry yourself off, please, immediately. Do not leave yourself damp. Be fastidious after your shower to dry yourself. Don't go to bed with wet hair. It's not good. Okay, all right. So this is your damp busting stomach spleen exercise. And it's centering. It's a lovely centering exercise to prepare us for movement 4. So we're going to turn our toes to your front left, and we're going to cycle by turning the waist. Notice I'm not tipping my body, I'm just turning left and right, and like a choo-choo train, cycling, feeling from the very tip of the tailbone. With each cycle, feel your way up one vertebrae. So it's a real investigation of your awareness to your vertebrae. Feel into your spine and be very, very gentle. Do you see how it's a gentle little rock? It's not tense. Keep it very soft. This will help with any spine issues, but if you add tension, it can hurt. So be very gentle, very, very gentle. Feel your way up your back. Keep going. Up your back. So if you're very fastidious with this exercise, you can do 32 little rotations to match the number of vertebrae. But honestly, I go by feel rather than counting. I don't want to get bogged down with technicalities. I just want to feel my way up. And as you get to the neck, keep the chin down, the top of the head up, so there's lots of space between the vertebrae of the neck, until you get to the very base of the skull, and then step to the side, relax the palms down to waist height, flip your toes, skim across, turn your palms, come underneath the armpit, along the line of the arms to make a circle, flip your hands, and relax down. We're going to do that a few times, and I'll do it with you, same side. So this is the tiger to the west, but we're going to do it to the east, underneath the arm, along the arm, turn the palms, relax down. One more time, step, flip your toes, flip your hands, come underneath, along, and relax down. Beautiful. And now we have the phoenix to the south. So the right hand comes under, we stretch the ball apart, turn the ball, and take a little step with left. Squash in and down, and as you expand, raise your left hand, right hand pressing a little down, turn your waist over your front leg. Make sure your back is full, don't let it scoop. Nice and full. Release your back foot, come in and step. Again, relax down and expand. Release. Now we go over and in, step back. Float up, over and in. And open. So that was your phoenix. Now we have the snakes to the north. So we turn to the left and we turn the waist, let the arms swing around, look over your left shoulder and push your hands away from your body. Make sure you get equal pressure front and back. Look over your shoulder, keep breathing. Release, turn the top hand, little lasso, turn the toes, and the snake to the other side. Look over your right shoulder and push your hands away. Keep breathing. Lovely. Back to center. Cross the hands. The width of your feet dictates the width of your turtle. So we sit back and down, filling your back. Stretch the hands forwards and up, but keep, if I show you from the side, keep the arms and the legs bent. Stretch, fill the back, fill the arms, fill the legs, keep the chin down, lengthen the top of the head up like the turtle, sticking its head out of the shell, and release. Well done. Movement 5. We turn to the corner. I'm going to turn a little bit more so that you can see. You should be facing your front left corner. And we have the elements. Okay, so we have gold. We step left, step through right. Roll back to the left, round it off, float up, release the front foot. Step right, step left. That's the gold finished. Now we block left, step back and fix the front foot as we pierce. Block right, step back and fix the front foot as you pierce. Good, so now we have the wood element. We step and stretch. Bigger step left, half step, don't close your feet together. Stretch, let's do that again. Big step left, half step right, just a tiny little step. Big step left, half step right. Good, that helps your liver and gallbladder. Turn in. Sorry, I'll fix my phone in a second. We're going to do the fire element for the heart and small intestines. We step right, swing up, in front of the chest, press forwards. Slide down, step left, block, and push. Glide down, step right, block, in front of the chest, half step. One more time, block, and step. Actually, one more time, if you can. And step right, half step. So that's for fire. And now we turn to the front and we do our big scoops for earth. Do you recognize it? This is the same as the stomach spleen exercise we did earlier, but on a much bigger scale. So this will also help everything to balance. Good. Bring the left foot in and rest for a moment. Take a breath. And I will put my phone on airplane mode. Sorry about that. There we go. Good. So let's continue with, actually, let's do movement 5 again, because as you go up in the sequence, things get more complex, don't they? So let's have a look at movement 5 again. Ready? So we're going to turn to the left and step through, roll back, square up, step through, block, step back. Now we're doing water. Block, step back, fix the front foot. Now wood, half step, big step. Remember, half step should not be closing. It's only a little movement with the back foot, so there's still space between the feet. Good, turn in, fire, block and rise. Slide down, block and rise. Block and rise. Slide down, block and rise. One more time. Turn to the front and scoop. Fixing your feet. Feel the ball between your hands. Good, and come in. Now movement 6 has rotations. So we step and we begin again with the big ball. But now we're going to swing both arms down, pivoting on the heel, swing both arms up and step through, keep turning and open left. Good, now we go back the way we came, left side in, arm up, feed the weight back, step back, swing down, fix your feet, feed the weight back, pivot on the heel, swing the arms up, step through, open right, and keep turning, step through left. We're going to do that again because we haven't done it for a while. So ready? And 1, 2, 3, and 4. Swing. Step through and open. Back the way you came, arms up, feed the weight back, step back, swing. Feed the weight into left, turn right toes, arms up, step through, and open. And keep turning, step through. Good. Watch me do it once. Okay, just in case, because when you're trying to do it and we're turning and you're trying to watch me, it's a bit much. Just watch and see if you can attune to the movement. Do you see the harmony of it? The hands and the feet work together. Let's try it again. Ready? So we step to the side, work with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, swing down, turn on the heel, step through, arms up, and open left. Close left, feed the weight back, step back, swing. Turn, step through, and open. Good. Keep turning and step through. Excellent. Let's leave that. And we go on to martial flowers. Turning the waist, cross the hands completely, and then circle. Keep circling until you're cross and release. Keep turning. Breathe. Keep upright. Good. Now, if you haven't done this for a while, or if it's your first time, just practice with the arms. See if you can get a feeling of unity with the turning of the body and the turning of the arms. But if you've got the hang of it, then we can start to walk. So we always cross the arms over the front leg, not over a space. So we turn, if you have your right hand on top, over your left leg, we turn and step forwards right and cross over it. Turn, step left, turn, step right. And then we can go back, turn, over the front leg, whether you're going forwards or back, cross over the front leg. Good. And then we can change our feet and do the same on the other side. So let's just get the arms. In fact, I might move a wee bit closer to you. So you're crossing, turn the body. It's like turning a big steering wheel, and you keep turning until your arms cross. Then release and turn the other way. Release and turn. Oh, I can actually feel this gets the heart rate up. Do you feel it? Just a little bit. Good. Nice wee cardio exercise. Turn and cross. Turn and cross. So this is part of movement 6, the 6 harmonies. Good. Okay, so let's add the legs. Turn and step across. Turn. So we're going over the front foot. Turn over the front foot, and we can turn and step back. Turn and step back. Turn and step back. Well done. Finish. Turn to the front. Take a breath. Calm down. So now we return to Wu Ji. With our heels together, our toes a little bit apart. And take your time to just calm down. Let the top of the head float up. The chin slightly down and back. And lengthen your fingers just very gently It's an intent rather than a big physical action, just feeling those fingers as if they're being pulled by threads towards the floor. And so now we have movement 7, 7 stars in rotations. So we're going to scoop level with the tailbone and scoop the right hand under. There's your stomach spleen exercise again. Turn the ball over, but this time push your left heel out. Swing the left arm forwards towards the center of the room and release your right foot. Now we want to continue to point up towards the center point of the room and step around with 8 steps. So we begin with the right foot. Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're halfway. 5, 6, 7, 8. Try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn in and release your left foot. So now your right hand extends towards the center of the room. Left palm, the fingers are pointing to the elbow, or pointing to the center of your right palm. Ready? 8 steps. Off we go with the left to begin. 1, step 2, 3, you're halfway on 4, 5, 6, 7, that's 1 circle. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and close. Heels together. Take a deep breath. The way descending. Float your hands level with your waist. Relax your shoulders. Relax your elbows, feeling into your hands. Feeling into your center. Point to the floor. And a heel tap. Excellent. Well done. So that's our warm-up. Do we have any time left? We do. Nearly 20 minutes. That's great. Well done, folks. So I might just open it up to any comments or questions just to see how you got on with that. Was it all familiar? Was there any details that maybe you had forgotten or experienced for the first time? Anything you want to say? No, you're all looking pretty happy. Okay, happy. Okay, folks, so as I say, that was our warm-up. We went over a few parts a little bit more than altogether necessary once you're actually just performing the whole thing. But I think of Master Lock's work, especially the 7 stars in rotations, it is like a buffet. So if you don't particularly feel the need for any one part, but you just want a general practice, then you can just do the whole thing from start to finish. And, you could do minimum, if you only have a short amount of time, you could do 3 circles in each direction, and that would be enough. In general, if there's a sort of question mark over the number of repetitions, I would say 3 is your absolute minimum. 3 just gives your body a chance to clock the fact that you've done it. Whereas if you just do it once and then change direction, you just, you barely blink and you'll miss it. Your body won't necessarily take it on board. So 3 is a magic number. However, you can do as many as you like. If you feel as you do a particular exercise, you're getting relief, or it just feels really good for whatever reason, maybe it's good for your mind, you're feeling, oh yeah, that's giving me a mellow, I'm feeling nice and relaxed there. You can do as much as you like. So think of that all you can eat buffet. You can keep coming back and do more. You can keep doing more. And if it's a question that you don't feel that you've got it, that you haven't quite understood the movement, or you're not really coming to terms with the movement, again, do more. Or you can do a bit and feel, okay, I'm getting there, I've got somewhere, and then you can leave it and move on. So it really is a very nice open-ended practice that you can use as much or as little as you like. You could also just do the first 3 moves as your practice and leave it there. Like on the days when I was feeling a bit weak and watery, that's what I did. I just did a little bit. Or you could do, 3 movements on one day, the next 3 on the next day. Whatever way you want to work it, you can do that. Okay, so let us move on now to the Phoenix form. And you know that we can do Phoenix both sides. So you can do it one side and you can do it many repetitions on one side. And that will actually bring you balance. Or if you prefer, you can do it both sides. You could actually just practice the second side if you wanted a few times. However, I like the first side, at least if I'm going to do it on both sides, I want to make sure I do it on the first side because it's designed with your asymmetrical organs in mind. So the first side is designed biologically to suit you. The second side is a meridian balancer. It's not using that knowledge of your heart's on the left, your liver's on the right. Whereas if you just do it on the first side, that's covered. So it's really up to you. So the question is, we just have time, I would say. Do you want to do it on both sides? Thumbs up? No, okay. Oh, you do? Yeah? No? Okay, we'll do it just on one side today. And that, I think it's important if you're going to do Phoenix, get the first side good. You could, if you wish, straight away as you're learning it, do it on both sides. And I've had a teacher, a visiting teacher who did recommend that as you learn, it's good to straight away work it out on the other side because it helps with dexterity of the mind, that neural plasticity. So it really depends on the form. This form lends itself to mirroring. Some forms, like in Chen style, the advice is do not mirror, just learn it on the one side because it's martial and with all that explosive force on the right side, that's fine. Your liver's on the right, no problem. Exploding on the left continuously could actually cause issues with your heart. So but this is health practice, and so no problem. We can do it both sides. But for today, let's just look at the first side. We'll maybe do it twice. I want you to relax, let it flow, see how you get on, and notice, have you got it? If so, then you can concentrate on details. But I think just today, flow is a good start. Just see if you can go with me and see if Rosie wants to join in. Okay, good cat. Yes. All right, ready? Heels together, the toes a little bit apart, and we lengthen up. The chin slightly down and back. And breathe. And calm down. Listening behind. Let's find all 10 fingers, gently lengthen them down. And let's begin. Scoop. Right hand under, there's your stomach spleen. Expand, we go straight into the Phoenix. Exactly the same as we just did in the 7 stars. Kidney exercise. This time, open the arms, look into the left side, and press. Think the whole body is being squeezed. Release into another move we just did. It was the tiger, now it's called mist forming pearl. onto the extraordinary channels. Turn and pierce. Release. Square up, sit back, expand. And turn. So this is a whole section for the triple burner. Right hand in fist. Flip the hands, relax to center. Relax down the legs. Turn. Little step. Pierce. Push the heel out. Square up. Make a fist with your right hand. Drop the wrist. And dragon chases phoenix. Sit back. Swimming dragon. Scoop. Feeling up your back. Feel the weight in your arms. All the way up. Flip your toes. Turn your hands. Relax down. To waist height. Scoop. And draw in. Phoenix greets the morning sun. Fill your back, sit back and down, stretch forwards and up. Left hand in fist, in front of your mouth, swallow down. Step open. Float up on the rising sun. Feel your weight back. And step. Scoop. 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 Step across as you scoop. Step to the side. Turn toes. Relax down. Step back. Right hand forwards. Step back. Left hand forwards and turn. Right hand over. Left hand over. Brings the foot. Right up and expand. Swing, right hand under, palms face up, turn, draw in, and chase, half step. Left up, right down, swing, turn and step, and chase. Stepping back, expand, turn to the front, take a deep breath. Resting level with the waist. Check posture. Relax to center. And we're going to close right. And a wee heel tap. Good. So that is your phoenix on the first side. Just feel into your body now and notice how you feel. You can just go into resting position or just let your arms dangle in Wuji. I don't know about you, but I feel a lot of tingling, a lot of heat. Just checking the time there. Good. So shall we do it once more? And this time we'll just do it as a performance, so to speak. So not worrying about detail. I'm not going to talk every move through, but just see if you can flow. And if you're lost or confused, follow me. And if you get really lost, don't worry, sit down and watch it. Think of it as a performance and just see if you can absorb through the eyeballs the information or some information. Even just watching Tai Chi is very relaxing, and we do learn so much just from observing. Okay, so let's do it one more time. She likes a nice, calm, relaxed environment. Okay, are we ready? First side. Phoenix in graceful clouds of blessing. Begin. Just let yourself stand quiet and still. And notice your heart rate, your breathing, how your body feels. Notice how everything gradually calms down. Returns to normal. And we'll do a little heel tap. Very good. And ease from your stance. Brilliant. So that's quite a lot we managed to do today. We did 7 stars with extra little fiddly bits, and we've done twice through the Phoenix form. I think you did really well. You followed and you flowed, and I could see the few times that I glanced at you, you didn't look too stressed, which is excellent. Let's see, time-wise, yeah, we're pretty much there. So let's finish off with just a little bit of a warm down. So we're just going to very gently turn and pat. Actually, if you wanted to, you could use warm-up exercises to warm down. So you could return, if you wanted to the 7 stars and go through the 7 stars again as you're warmed down. So what I think of as warm down is going back to something very basic, very gentle. So you could literally do the first 2 movements of the 7 stars. You could do your open door 5. You could do this just simple, but I really do like warming down. I think it just helps everything calm. It helps tell your body, well done, now you can rest. And it encourages recovery as well. So we pat down onto the feet if you can reach, and then up the body again. Another really nice way to warm down, I don't often mention it, but maybe I should, is to go for a wee walk after your practice. So if it's nice enough outside, go outside, get some fresh air. If it's nice enough outside, do your Tai Chi outside as well. But go for a wee 10-minute walk, and that will really help just relax and soothe and pump away any waste products that your body has created. So it helps with your lymph, and it helps generally feel, you feel better for it. So it can actually reduce recovery time down by about 4 days. I've noticed that when I used to do ballet 3-hour workshops, master classes, I would often feel sore for about 4 days afterwards. And one time when my lift was running a little late, I had 10 minutes, I walked around some beautiful gardens, the grounds of where we were training. 10 minutes just dandering, very, very gentle. And it felt fine the next day. No stiffness, no pain, no discomfort. So having a wee walk after your training is excellent. Okay, let's flop the wrists forwards, and we're going to lift off the heels and do a little bounce, and let the bounce run through the body and make your wrists flop. If it's comfortable to do so, actually let your heels hit the ground, which is very good for your bones. But if you don't like that, you can just think of a gel cushion and bounce and don't quite hit. And relax down. So 7 heel taps is enough, but you can do it again as many as you like. The expression says 7 heel taps every day, 100 ailments go away. So just let your body release, relax, feel the tingling, the bubbling, feel all that energy express itself. And let's scoop it up and guide it to center. Hug your elbows in. Breathe into your center. and feel your energy is stronger. Beautiful. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today and working so hard. I'm delighted to be back with you. It's good to see your faces, good to see that you're well and still interested in Tai Chi. Excellent. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.